keyword research for your website, show you how to do it even if you don't have advanced paid tools. I do have Ahrefs pulled up right here, but what I'll do is pull up Google's Keyword Planner because this is accessible to everybody. So you can come up here, go to the Keyword Planner, try searching things that you feel like your customer would search. A lot of the times this is tricky because you're the expert and you start using terms that your customers don't know. So you need to dumb it down. You need to think like a novice and you need to start searching like that. You are a flooring expert. Let's just type in flooring. You can type in something very broad, which is called a seed keyword. And what a seed keyword is just the root of the keyword, and then it'll show you other variants and qualifiers that are attached to that. So you can see how it's spitting back things like vinyl flooring, laminate flooring, vinyl plank flooring, hardwood flooring. All of these different variants are potentially good keywords to target. Whenever you're doing research, just going by volume alone is not going to be the best way to look at things because those are generally going to be the most competitive terms, the most difficult. Without a very highly authoritative site, you're not going to be ranking for those terms. So you want to snipe, reverse filter the keywords, meaning go after some of the smaller volumes, aren't as saturated and aren't as competitive at first, and then work your way towards the more general ones. But yes, you do want to be creating content on everything pertaining to your industry. Make sure that you're using your time wisely in the beginning and going after some of that lower hanging fruit. The best way that I found to do it has got to be one of the best ways to do it. I'll take one of the top dogs in the industry that I know is producing a ton of traffic, right? Instead of doing all the hard work myself, and you do need a paid SEO tool to do this. So we are in Ahrefs, and if you need us to do something like this for you, just contact me and I will be happy to help you out with some keyword research, helping you develop a strategy, a go-to market strategy based on real research and data. But this is my favorite way to do it, and it's to take the top dog in the industry or whomever is generating massive amounts of traffic, auditing their website, throwing their website into an analyzer like SEMrush or Ahrefs or Moz, going to their keywords. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to the way I'm doing this. And then this right here means keyword difficulty. This is obviously volume. This is the cost per click. This is another very important metric. Higher the cost per click, the more lucrative that term is. People are bidding higher amounts on Google Ads and they're willing to pay more for that term because it converts better and it's worth more money. So relatively low cost per clicks, or Google Medic is not available. People aren't targeting that term. And then you see that HVAC marketing is a whopping $24.21. But obviously, because if you rank among the top 3 search results for something like that, it's going to be a gold mine. So here's how you do it. You filter based on keyword difficulty, and you want to enter something like 0 to 5 or 0 to 10 to start off. I will enter 10 just to give us a little bit more results, but you see how they rank for 27, almost 28,000 keywords. They've done all of the hard work, so it's senseless for me to go in and do all of the hard work. Now I just need to figure out what pertains to my industry and my site. Where's their relevant crossover, and where can I capitalize on these terms that are underserved, so to speak. Disclaimer, this metric, this keyword difficulty metric, is bullshit a lot of the times. It's right sometimes, but a lot of the times it's going to say it's a keyword difficulty of like 3 or 4, and I know this is not true. For plumber advertising, I know that is a very competitive term, and if I analyze the SERPs, which is the top 10 search engine results pages, so the top 10 results on the first page of Google, you can see the domain rating of these websites, 78, 87, 60, yada yada yada, and you can tell how competitive this term actually is. It is kind of spitting back a false reading on a lot of this, so you need to double check and never make assumptions. This is the best way to do it. Still need to filter it down by keyword difficulty level, but you need to double check the SERPs. And if you don't have a tool that allows you to analyze the feature directly like I am right now, then that's okay, because you can still go to Google and it'll also give you a more or a up-to-date current right now listing of whom is actually ranking right now. And keyword research tools are going to have a little bit of a lag on them because they have to go out and scrape the internet for data, so there's a bit of a delay. So you can just type it in right here and you can cross-reference that for whatever you're seeing. Interestingly, this is spitting back image result. You can see if it's even worth it for you to go after that term, or if it just doesn't make sense at all based on the competition, right? But you want to steal some of these more long tail keywords like SEO for HVAC companies. I might be able to rank for that. I might not be able to rank for HVAC SEO initially without an authoritative site, but maybe I could rank for SEO for HVAC companies by doing a ton of research and writing a pillar blog article that provides original, unique content, and then powering it up with some backlinks, which are just links from other sites that come back to that specific page, that specific post. That would be a potentially effective strategy in this instance. So you just want to comb through these, and you can select right here and export these to an Excel file and put it on one of your keyword lists, and you have to go develop your own, or like I said, we can get it for you. What you can essentially do is take all of those keywords, put them in an Excel file, and now you have sort of a content roadmap. So now you have an idea of, okay, these are priority, and these are the terms that we can rank for in the short term, midterm, long term, and it gives you an idea as to how to prioritize your content creation. Yes, content creation is very much a necessity to ranking on Google. You're not going to have somebody just come in and like optimize your existing website in most cases and see rankings unless your structure is just horrific. You already have a ton of content, but you just misplaced some of the H2, H1, H3 titles, page titles, URL slugs, so on and so forth. So this is definitely my favorite method. There are other methods. You can go to Keywords Explorer and type in, let's do something like flower delivery, and we'll see super hard, 328,000 searches for that per month. If I rank number 1, the ranking potential is about 82,000 roughly, and this is all an estimate, so take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it as like cold hard facts. They are paying a service that goes out and scrapes the internet to spit back data estimations. It's not as accurate as Google, because Google does not give these companies all of the data. It's just like a snapshot for you. So you do have to take it with a grain of salt. A lot of these keywords will just shoot up overnight because over like, what is it? I don't know the statistic. It's like 25% I believe of all searches are completely new, never seen before searches. In this instance, we see like flower delivery, Chicago Pro Flowers. Pro Flowers is probably a brand that's generated a ton of awareness, and hence they have this keyword that seemingly has no difficulty and 46,000 searches per month. Now, if you were really clever, what you would do is go create a page on that and steal your competitors' traffic. Remember, I typed in flower delivery and it's spitting back matching terms that Ahrefs believes match my query. It'll spit back a different variant, such as online flower delivery pro flowers. Let's click on that. Now it's going to go a level deeper. So when I view all, I can see things that are related to this query, and I see that, okay, maybe that's not the best example because it doesn't really find anything else related to that. But what we'd want to do is fact check that online flower delivery pro flowers, and we want to see what Google thinks. So we want to source all of our data from as many different sources as possible so that we can get a better picture with more clarity. And so if you're sourcing from one channel, you're not going to have the full picture. You're just looking at like a very small percentage of the spectrum. And so using as many different keyword research tools as possible, looking at as many websites and looking at what Google thinks are going to be the best way to do that. And then you can see the auto suggest features spitting out that pro flowers, because obviously that's a trending search that's going on right now. And if I was in this niche, then I would definitely have a page created for that, and I would deal the competitors' traffic, because everyone wants to go after all of these other ones. Trending searches are a good way to leverage terms that are shooting to the moon, but other people haven't capitalized and created pages around that content. So as I typed in the online flower delivery,